guys, and welcome to a new C# and .NET short. In this episode, I want to show you something which is new in .NET 9, which is called the dedicated lock. You might be familiar with the term mechanism lock. We use lock to control the access to data at certain points, for example with caching. If you take the example for caching, you might want to lock the access to the data when a cache item is being created. And especially when you have an API, for example, when multiple requests come in and the first request is going to create the cache. And when you don't lock the access to the caching mechanism, the second request is going to create the cache as well. And that could lead to, well, exceptions or other stuff that you don't want to happen. And lock is something we have been using for a while now, and especially with C# and .NET. I've been using it a long time because I had some really big problems with the caching mechanism in the past when multiple requests were coming in. So first I'll show you the old way on how to lock access to a data. All right, so if you look at my screen, which I'm sharing now, you can see a very simple product service which gets the iMemory cache injected, which I use for memory caching. A private read-only object cache lock, I'll come to that next, and one method which says getAll. So this will imply that this method will get all the products that are currently in the data source, which is for now just a simple static list. But let's just assume we have a list of a few thousand products. So I want to cache them. And the first thing I do is I create a key, and then I will check if the key already exists in the memory cache. And if so, there is an out parameter product, and it will be filled when the key can be found. And when it is found, it will return those products. But if it's not found, it needs to create the cache and also collect all the products from the data source. So this is the caching. So I get all the products from the data source, added to the cache with the key, which I defined here, and then it returns the products. Now to avoid collision with multiple requests, I have locked this. So when people come in and the cache item is not created yet, it will lock access to this part. And this is not perfect, but it shows you, it gives you an idea. And when it's created, it is released and other people can come in. This is the basic locking mechanism. And as you can see, I lock it by an object. And this doesn't feel nice. It feels a bit strange, a bit odd. And we finally got a dedicated lock type in .NET 9. The only thing I have to do to use a dedicated lock type is change object to lock. And that's it. I don't have to change anything except for the type, which is now object to lock. And that's it. Well, it doesn't look much, but it does have a lot of benefits. To name a few, we now have a dedicated type, which is more easier to read. It improves the code. It's cleaner, it's more flexible, and improvement for memory usage. You can also use Enter-Scope, which will give you easier access than, to control when the lock is being released. So a very small change in the .NET 9 framework, but it will give a lot of more benefits for us to use. All right, so the dedicated lock, that's it. There's nothing more to it. It's very simple, but with a huge impact. And that was it for this video. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below the video. And thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.